please.
Babcock? Here. Chapman?
Here.
Eckford?
Here.
Khan?
Here.
Morrison? Here. Seifert?
Here.
Varian?
As we conduct our board business, we are always remembering the mission of School District 15 is to produce world-class learners by building a connected learning community.
And I believe we have some world-class learners here from Pleasant Hill, and Mr. Morris, the principal, is going to introduce them as they lead us in the pledge.
Well, is it on? Okay. Well, I have to say, driving up here, I was saying to myself how apropos it is in election season that I have future politicians up here today, to join us for the pledge. But President Babcock, Board of Education, Dr. Thompson, I want to thank you for having us here tonight. Today, like I said, I brought with us our future politicians. And at Pleasant Hill, we not only take pride in creating an experience for our students in the academics, but also, we want to develop that intrinsic value of helping others, and what we call Pleasant Hill, making a difference. And these students right here have spent a lot of time, energy, making a difference at Pleasant Hill this year, so that's why I wanted them to come up here tonight to be recognized. And we have our elected officers here, and we also have some representatives. So before we get into the pledge, I wanted them to introduce themselves to you and what their position is. And then our class president is going to have a little speech to give as far as what we do at Pleasant Hill and what Student Council has done this year in making a difference. So we'll go one at a time. Wow, say your name. And then just pass the mic down.
My name is Arav Nair, and I'm a representative.
Hi, my name is Will Klimas, and I'm a representative.
Hi, my name is Grace Song, and I'm a representative.
Hello, my name is Leonardo, and I'm a representative of Student Council.
Hi, my name is Nathan Roos. I'm a secretary.
Hi, I'm Anj. I'm a representative in 4th grade.
Hi, I'm Louis Shu, and I am the Student Council President.
Hi, I'm Anika Veda, and I'm a Student Council representative.
Hi, I'm Becca Payne. I'm the treasurer.
All right, so now Louis is going to come up, give his presidential speech that he prepared.
My name is Louis Shu, and I'm the president of Pleasant Hill Student Council. So far this year, we have collected over 1,000 pounds of food for the Palatine Food Pantry just before Christmas, and raised about $1,700,000, $100 for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Foundation. Last month, we also sold hearts for jump rope for heart, and we will be opening the school store after spring break. One of my ideas when I was running for president was to put out suggestion boxes. After that, we successfully launched the idea shortly after. Thank you for inviting us to the meeting, and please join us in saying the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Board of Education has a light-up pen for you to lead in the pledge tonight. So thank you for coming, people, to good leadership at Pleasant Hill. That's the first response.
Oh, yeah, sure. Pens are in it.
Moving on to my section, the first item is recognition of our spelling bee winners, and Dr. McClurkin is going to come up and introduce those fabulous young spellers.
Good evening. President Babcock, members of the board, Dr. Thompson, I am so excited tonight to introduce you to a group of just exceptional District 15 students. Each year, District 15 schools participate in the Scripps National Spelling Bee Competition, which for many cases begins all the way down at the classroom level. Children participate in bees at the classroom level, sometimes always at the school level, and then the school winner comes and participates in this room in the school bee, in the district bee in January, and then that winner goes on to represent District 15 at the area bee. This year's competition was amazing. I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I've not seen anything like this. When we got down to 4 spellers, they went 29 rounds without a mistake. It was so exciting. So I think that this whole group of students are children who are to be celebrated and congratulated for their achievements. So boys and girls, when I call your school, if you will come up, and I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself to the board and say your name and what grade you are in, and then Dr. Schnorr is going to give you a certificate for your achievement, and then if you would come and stand over here until all of our students have been recognized, okay? All right, so Jane Adams. And Roshni is a multi-year winner.
I am Roshni Arun, and I'm in 6th grade.
And how many years have you won?
2 years.
2 years, okay. Central Road. Say your name.
Hi, I'm Calvin Frank, and I'm in 5th grade.
And Calvin is a multi-year winner. How many years have you won? 2. Good for you. Kimball Hill. One over here. One over here. It's okay.
My name is Jacob Ozansky, and I'm in 5th grade.
Congratulations. Marion Jordan, has Marion Jordan come? Hunting Ridge.
Hi, my name is Idianam, and I'm in 6th grade.
Thomas Jefferson.
Hi, my name is Katarina Kim, and I'm in 5th grade.
Paddock.
Hi, I'm Shavana Rajan, and I'm in 5th grade.
Pleasant Hill.
Hi, I'm Anika Veda, and I'm in 6th grade.
Virginia Lake.
I'm Ruthvi Parikh. I'm in 6th grade.
Ruthie is also a multi-year winner. Sorry, Miss Sanborn. Here, go around. Okay, Sanborn.
Hi, I'm Arnan Gangla. I'm in 6th grade.
And Arnan is also a multi-year winner, correct? Yeah. Good for you. Whiteley.
Hi, I'm Sarjit Mazumdar, and I'm in 5th grade.
Sandberg.
I'm Michael McGinn, and I'm in 7th grade.
And are there any elementary schools that I have that Okay, go ahead. Come on, who are you? Come on up. What school are you from?
Willow Bend.
Okay, great. Willow Bend.
My name is Satvika Alor. I'm from Willow Bend, and I'm in 6th grade.
Winston Junior High? No, okay. Sundling.
Hi, I'm Ritika Sharma, and I'm in 7th grade.
And Plum Grove. Introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Leika Derai, and I'm in 8th grade.
And Lika was our district winner and then went on to be the area winner and placed second place at the regional B. And these two ladies, where's Ritika? Ritika, these two ladies went head to head and were just amazing, just amazing. So congratulations to all of you.
If parents want to take a photograph real quick, stand up and take a photograph of them. Dr. McClurkin, if you could maybe step out on the side.
You guys want to come over here and stand? We can get the shorter kids in the front, okay?
Get in front of the podium, too.
There you go.
Yeah, more in front of the podium. Here we go.
No hiding in the back.
No hiding in the back. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I think it's enough smiling. Nice job.
And I just want to add that if you've never watched the national competition for the Scripps National Spelling Bee, it's on ESPN in May 27th this year. I highly recommend it. I think it's the best competition on ESPN. But I'm a little prejudiced.
The next item in my section is recognition for the 6th grade 2-ball basketball championship winners. And to introduce those people is our coordinator of Fine Arts, Music, and PE, Kate Ehrenberg.
Good evening, Dr. Thompson and the Board of Education and everyone present. My name is Kate Ehrenberg, the District Fine Arts Coordinator, and I'm very excited to acknowledge our 6th grade 2-ball champions from this year. Phil Jackson, a longtime NBA coach, said, "The strength of the team is each individual member, but the strength of each member is the team." Not only did our students need to possess the skills to play basketball and score points, but they also had to work together to achieve their goals. 150 boys gathered and competed at the Palatine Park District on Tuesday, February 9th, and 150 girls gathered and competed on Wednesday, February 10th. We had 2 divisions. The large schools were Hunting Ridge, Lake Louise, Lincoln, Paddock, Virginia Lake, Pleasant Hill, Jane Addams, and Central Road. And the small schools division consisted of Kimball Hill, Thomas Jefferson, Marion Jordan, Winston Elementary, Willow Bend, Sanborn, and Whiteley. 2-ball is an event where 2 students have 2 one-minute rounds where they compete for different points that are marked on the basketball court. Students needed to pass to their partners after their shots and move around the court to the different spots. They can earn bonus points for attempting shots at each spot, but they were very careful not to travel or double dribble. Spots were worth 2, 3, 4, or 5 points depending on the distance from the basket. Both rounds were added together for their final score. We had a lot of excited parents, teachers, administrators, friends, and other spectators on both days, and the students put in a lot of time with their intramurals coach to practice their skills and work with their partners. We want to congratulate all of our participants and especially recognize our first place team winners this evening. So I'm going to invite Mr. Sobel up to announce his team.
Hi, my name is David Sobel, and I'm from Hunting Ridge, and I would like to congratulate Brendan and Chris for winning the large school boys division.
Good evening. I'm Mike Duffy from Merriam Jordan. I have my two athletes here, Amr and Bo, and I'd like to congratulate them for winning the small school boys division.
Okay, again from Hunting Ridge, we have the girls large school division winners. We have Kylie and Jill.
Hi, Mr. Harris. I'm the principal at Whiteley. Our PE teacher was unable to attend, so I had to fill in. But proudly, this is Medina and Caitlin, and I would like to congratulate them as well.
About everybody getting a quick photo for their parents?
If I could, while you're doing that, this program is run, many of us got an opportunity to go. It is run like a well-oiled machine. It is incredible how the kids do and how well organized it was, and it was very fun to watch. So congratulations to you all, but we really enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming. Thank you also to all of our PE teachers for their work in spending time with the students to prepare for this event. Thank you for having us this evening.
Congratulations.
Nice job.
That's a pressure-filled event.
Good job. Congratulations. Nice job.
Thanks, Dave. Nice job, kid. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, the last item in my section tonight is to give a report. While we're getting ready for the report, June is going to call Dave Gurian and put him on the line. He's going to be on speakerphone. So the last item in my section really is to give a report to the board about our investigation on going from a two-tiered busing system to a three-tiered busing system. And that presentation is going to be made by Mike Adamczyk, person in charge of busing.
Hi, Dave. This is June. Okay, I'm going to put you on speaker, okay? Thank you.
Can you hear us okay, Dave?
Loud and clear, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Good afternoon, President Babcock, members of the board. Superintendent Thompson asked me if I would present sort of the findings that we found while investigating the three-tiered busing system. And of course, with anything we look at, there's positives and negatives. Some of the positive highlights we've looked at: financial savings estimated about $500,000 annually. That's net of our reimbursements, estimated reimbursements that we receive every year from the Illinois State Board of Education. Really, that results in fewer buses, which is fewer drivers, probably fewer mechanics, and also the aides that go on the buses. So, definitely would be able to reduce the staffing that we have on that, that we utilize, I should say. And ever since I've been here for the last 6 years, we've had issues recruiting drivers, as I know the board is well aware of. We have 143 bus routes. We target at least 155 drivers. Optimum would be 160 drivers. So we have enough subs to cover illness and other items that go on. We've not hit that target of 155 since I've been here. We're constantly recruiting. Tom Bramley and the HR department are recruiting 12 months out of the year, and we hire 2 and lose 3, so it's constant. So with needing less drivers, we think that would go a long way towards reaching our optimum goal, the optimal number of drivers we'd have, which would then cut down on when we have to double up bus routes. Later start times for some students. Obviously, students, elementary, middle, or junior high school, need all the sleep they can get. So we would have 3 tiers. Some would start earlier, some would start later. Those that would be on a later bus stop, bus time, I should say, would be able to sleep in a little bit longer, so that would be beneficial for their sleep patterns. I know other districts are looking at that. Barrington 220 next door to us has been in the paper about adjusted start times as well. Another highlight of that, decreased congestion at Winston campus. Where at Winston campus, as the board is well aware, we have an elementary school and a junior high school, so we have all those buses going in there at the same time. If we had a 3-tier busing system, we could alter the bus times and have the junior highs come in an earlier time, most probably than the elementary, so that would cut down on the congestion that we have at that site and alleviate some of the traffic problems that we have at that site. Some of the negative aspects as we look at it, Tier 3 students, and by 3 tiers, we'd have obviously a beginning, a middle, and a later start time, and also dismissal time. Some of the Tier 3 students, depending on what tier they're on, would arrive home later in the day, and especially in the wintertime when it gets dark earlier, and we have less daylight. They could be arriving home when it's dark outside, which wouldn't be optimal for the students. And conversely, even on the earlier bus stops, when it's darker in the morning, depending on the time of the year, we could possibly have students that are waiting for bus stops in the dark and not when it's light outside. So that would create some problems that we would be concerned about. Field trips, we feel, would be restricted due to lack of flexibility. Buses would be out later. So the ability to maybe accommodate some of the bus trips or the field trips that we take or the students take in our district, we think would be affected by that as well. After school programs in that same vein would be negatively impacted, whether that's a program with church or library or athletics. Professional development could be challenged based on just having more the tiers to the busing, as the instructional staff has to oversee the students in the buildings. That would cut down on the amount of time that's available for professional development. Excuse me. That would be a concern for us. The CARE program, we've reached out to our director for our CARE programs, and the same issues we would see with the after-school programs would also translate to CARE also. None of the problems we don't think are insurmountable, but they are issues that we'd have to deal with. In lunch times as well, when we look at maybe an early start time, those lunch times possibly could be as early as maybe 10 or 10:30 in the morning, which is kind of early to eat lunch. Probably most of us don't eat lunch at 10:30 in the morning unless we're getting to work at 6 a.m. But even at that time, when you think about a noon lunch hour, 10:30 is awful early. So again, the highlights, there's positives to it, there's negatives to it. Our recommendation at this point, administration recommends, because we do have the facilities plan committee that is ongoing. We've already met a couple of times. There's another meeting next week. It'd probably be premature to make a recommendation on a 3-tier busing system at this point until the facilities plan committee finishes its work, which I had mentioned is ongoing this year. So our recommendation, let the facilities plan committee finish its work. Once that's done, we can revisit this and bring a recommendation back to the board at a later time.
Any questions?
Thanks to Tom Bramley for helping out, Matt Barbini. They worked to kind of make sure that this was all thought out, and thanks, Mike, for the presentation.
Thank you. All set?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to item 5, reading and acceptance of minutes. May I have the suggested motion, please?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the following meeting of the Board of Education, February 10th, 2016, regular Board of Education meeting as presented.
Second. Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckert?
Aye.
Hahn?
Aye.
Morrison? Aye. Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to item 6, board discussion and reports. Ed Red Council and Legislation, Dr. Chapman?
You know, we used to say if we didn't get any news from Springfield, it was good news.
Not so much.
Now we can say there's no news from Springfield. Good, bad, or good.
No changes.
No,
There was some interesting news this morning, Channel 9. There's a new young guy coming in to challenge Madigan for his spot in I think it was District 21 or 22, and really did not have a lot of good things to say about Speaker Madigan.
Really?
It was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. So I think there's now 4 people running for that spot in his area. So it was pretty interesting.
To be continued.
And it was 2 ghost people put in right at the end, is what this guy was claiming. So.
Okay. District 15 Educational Foundation, Dave?
Nothing really to report. District 15 Foundation has sort of changed its look a little bit and logo. So a little bit on that, and they're out looking at new trustees and talking to people in the community about becoming a trustee of the foundation. So if anyone is interested, they're looking for new trustees.
Thank you. I apologize for not doing this before, but do we have any citizens to address the board? There not being any, we will move on. Action items. Item 16-320, the personnel report. May I have the suggested motion, please?
I make a motion to approve the March 9th, 2016 personnel report as revised, including the following recommendations. Recommendation for approval of 1-day suspension for Ryan Johnson. Recommendation for approval of termination of Audrey Robledo.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckberg?
Aye.
Hahn?
Aye.
Morrison? Aye. Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Babcock?
Aye. Motion carries. Moving on to item 16-321, resolution honorable dismissal of teachers. May I have the suggested motion, please? Somebody, anybody?
I make a motion to approve the honorable dismissal of teachers as follows. Nancy Bachman, Martha Borkovic, Sean Clark, Darcy DeLuga, Elizabeth Gardona, Annabelle Hasty, Susan Masterson, Denise Marabelli, Madeline Morris, Megan Rubens, Allison Ryan, Brooke Seelip, Anna Smith, and Jeff Vittenson.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Dave
Sorry.
read those without his glasses.
Yeah.
It was difficult.
Okay, roll call, please.
Eckberg?
Aye.
Hahn?
Aye.
Morrison? Aye. Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 16-322, resolution providing for the issue of not to exceed $18,400,000 general obligation limited tax school bonds, Series 2016, for the purpose of altering and reconstructing school buildings and purchasing and installing equipment therein for fire prevention and safety, energy conservation, and school security purposes, providing for the levy of a direct annual tax to pay the principal and interest on said bonds, and authorizing the sale of said bonds to the purchaser thereof. That wasn't the motion. May I have the suggested motion, please?
That was the motion. No, I make
No.
a motion to approve the resolution providing for the issue of not to exceed $18,400,000 general obligation limited tax school bonds, Series 2016, for the purpose of altering and reconstructing school buildings and purchasing and installing equipment therein for fire protection and safety, energy conservation, and school security purposes, providing for the levy of a direct annual tax to pay the principal and interest of said bonds, and authorizing the sale of said bonds to the purchaser thereof.
Can I just say that? A second, please.
I didn't get that. Can you read that again?
One more time.
I'll second.
Discussion?
Well, I just wanted to say that, this particular motion and items related to that, it was, we had very fruitful discussions I had with Dr. Thompson, and addressed a lot of concerns. And it's hard to get excited about a bond offering generally, but I left there feeling excited about the financial position it could keep us in, to allow us, particularly with an eye towards what it could allow us to do moving forward with reserves and whatnot that we currently have. So I think it's a good step forward for the district.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Hahn?
Aye.
Morrison?
Aye.
Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckert?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 16323, request for proposal data center refresh equipment, software installation, and training. May I have the suggested motion, please?
I make a motion to award the contract for the data center refresh equipment, software installation, and training bid 16-009 to the following companies: Heartland Business Systems LLC, Lyle, Illinois, $112,000 and $112,185. Heartland Business Systems LLC, Lyle, Illinois, $1,448 in credit. CDWG Vernon Hills, $64,618 for a total bid award amount of $175,363 as recommended.
Second.
Discussion?
It was nice to see this bid come in under the budget, too.
Roll call.
Morrison?
Aye.
Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckert?
Aye.
Kine?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 16324, the bid award RTU replacement projects, Walter R. Sundling Junior High School. May I have the suggested motion, please?
I'll make a motion to award the contract for the RTU rooftop units replacement project bid at Walter R. Sundling Junior High School 16-007 to the following companies: Mechanical Concept of Illinois, Romeoville, $1,242,000, and Argo Electric from Bell Park at $130,800 for a total bid award of $1,372,800 as recommended.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckert?
Aye.
Kine?
Aye.
Morrison?
Aye. Motion carries. Item 16325, I'm going to ask, it's bid rejection on the new elevator. I'm going to ask Dr. Chapman to make the motion since there are some changes, so, please listen carefully to the motion.
For the purpose of clarifications, before I make the motion, the bid that's being rejected is not only the new elevator, it's also the auditorium seats, which are the general trades work. So I'm going to add that to our motion. I make a motion to reject the contract for the new elevator and auditorium seats bid for the general trades work due to a bid error from the low bidder to be rebid and considered for approval at the April 13th, 2016 Board of Education meeting as recommended.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Gurian?
Aye.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckert?
Aye.
Kine?
Aye.
Morrison?
Aye.
Seifert?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 16326, bid award integrated pest management. May I have the suggested motion, please?
I'll make a motion to award the contract for the integrated pest management bid 16-011 to Smithereen Pest Management, New Lenox, Illinois, for an annual award of $8,820 per year for 3 years for a total bid award amount of $26,460 as recommended.
Second.
I just envisioned Smithereen with trucks pulling up with a huge bug sitting on the top of the truck. I don't know. Any discussion? Roll call.
Babcock?
Aye.
Chapman?
Aye.
Eckert?
Aye.
Kine?
Aye.
Morrison?
Aye.
Seifert?
Aye.
Gurian?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 16327, math K through 6 and science 6 through 8 materials adoption.
That's going to be a part of the consent agenda, and I just wanted to point out that Dr. Schnorr and the Department of Instruction have done a great job scheduling a refresh of our curriculum, and this is the first major step in that. And you can see in the memo that was included in your packet that through her efforts and the people in her department, they were able to bundle things together because we ended up going with the same curriculum provider for all of our science and math materials. And if we would purchase them separately, it would have been about $701,000 more than what we did. We were able to bundle those together, and she negotiated a contract that saved us a significant amount of money. In fact, it's at least $138,000 under what was budgeted for curriculum adoption. So I wanted to thank her for her hard work. And the most important thing is we're going to have some really excellent curriculum that's going to be in teachers' hands to help kids with their math and science instruction.
And I appreciate the clarification. I mean, the report was very clear on the process by which you reached the decisions. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, moving on, that will be addressed in the consent calendar. Moving on to the consent calendar. Does anyone wish to remove anything from this consent calendar? This is item 16-330. There being none, may I have the suggested motion, please?
I make a motion to approve the consent calendar as presented.
Second, is it?
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Eckert.
Aye.
Con.
Aye.
Morrison. Aye. Seifert.
Aye.
Grant.
Aye.
Babcock.
Aye.
Chapman.
Aye.
Motion carries. Dr. Thompson.
We had two requests under the Freedom of Information Act in the last period of time. On February 9th, 2016, a request was received from Kristen Humphrey and Gabriella Luricella, Smart Procure, Deerfield Beach, Florida. This response was sent on February 12th. On February 10th, a request was received from Denise Burton, Bishop Plumbing. The response to this request was sent on February 16th. We had one check that we received this last month for developer impact fees from the City of Rolling Meadows in the amount of $1,536.
Okay. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
We are adjourned.